Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Cataclysm of Hyrule campaign. I am the creator and GM of the campaign, Puck Finn. For everyone joining us tonight, welcome. Tonight we are going to be running episode 34. But before we go down that road, and before we get into our little recap, we're going to do some introduction. First thing that I always like to talk about is our Discord server. The Discord server is where everything happens outside of the campaign sessions. We have a number of channels on our Discord server, everything from chat channels to voting channels to loot channels to meme channels, something for everyone to participate and express yourself in. So, you know what? Actually, we are currently missing... Lita will be joining us a little bit later in the session. And so I will post the our link tree in chat. So our link tree is the tree where everything, where all of our links are held. It has the link to our Discord server, the link to our YouTube channel, the link to our Facebook group, a number of other Twitch channels, as well as, well, it's an expanding link tree, so definitely worth checking out. But any way that you want to kind of like get into it, as well as it has the link to our Roll20 page, the link to our Twitch channel. So anything and everything that you want to check out, it is all on our link tree. So, you know what? Let me bring everyone up to speed on what's going on, and then we'll do our introductions. So, for the last 6 sessions, we have been dealing with the Water Temple. The Water Temple is complete, but the party is still like within the Water Temple. They're kind of like tying up loose ends, looting, having a grand old time. One of the things that they have done is they have found a hidden yiga tunnel. So one of the things about the campaign, one of the things that have been established, is that there are hidden yiga tunnels that kind of give a back entranceway to, for the yiga to come and go in and out of these temples. This is the second temple we've been in the campaign, and the first time a tunnel has been found. Admittedly, it is not something that is like designed for. It is not something that I, as the creator, anticipated it would get found, but it did, and now we are going to be exploring it. Leto is still with taking care of his sister, Princess Ruto, who was the sage of the temple. The temple is currently without a sage, and that has yet to be resolved. One of the things about the temples is that it is expressed that it is beneficial if somebody becomes a sage. That doesn't necessarily mean a party member. It can be an NPC, and it also doesn't mean that it has to be the race of the whoever is, you know, with the respective water temple, like, or with the respective temple. Like, for example, a water sage does not have to be a Zora, nor does it have to be a PC. So, but it is advised sooner than later that there's someone there to look after the temple. Otherwise, well, maybe we'll see. But right now, our party is still in the temple. They are about to embark on a deep dive into these yiga tunnels. If you missed any of our campaign, but specifically the Water Temple episodes, if you go to our YouTube channel, there is a Water Temple playlist that has the 5-part Water Temple, as well as the episode from 2 weeks ago, where they wrapped up and did a number of things. And the last thing before I do our intros, the last thing I talk about is our broadcast schedule, which I forgot to mention. We operate on a bi-weekly broadcast schedule. So we broadcast every week, but we alternate which types of broadcasts we do. So 1 week we will do a campaign session, which is what we're doing tonight. And the following week we do what is called a chat session. And in these chat sessions, we talk about, the conversation generally does steer towards the campaign, but it has, it really can encompass and has encompassed just about everything. So if anyone has an interest in learning to play D&D and they have questions about mechanics, if you're a budding GM and you want to learn how to, get advice or talk about certain things or throw ideas or talk about mechanics that you invented, and all of these things are good, fair topics of conversation. And one of the reasons that I love these chat sessions is because during the campaign sessions, it's hard for me to keep checking in on chat, let alone respond to chat. And during the chat sessions, I can do that a lot more freely. Look forward to joining us tonight. We look forward to seeing you next week and all upcoming weeks for our chat and campaign sessions. And so, as we get started tonight, let us do our introductions. Tonight, currently, we have Deacon and Afine with us at the moment. So, let me fix the cameras. Actually, wait, let me see if I can just do this. Will that fix it? Do I need to turn off the cameras? Yeah, I need to turn off the cameras. Just so it looks prettier. Sources, bam. Okay, cameras are off. And Deacon, how you doing today, my friend?
Oh, I'm hanging in there, doing okay. Very excited to actually get out of here, amongst other things. Other things that may involve my Sunblade.
Yes, that all sounds like great things. So yes, when we get down there, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check light radius, because we are going down into a further underground cavern, and I want to make sure that all light radiuses are functioning properly. I believe Deacon has dark vision, right?
Yeah, I have I think it's 60 feet of dark vision.
How many?
I also have that true sight going. 60 feet of dark vision, I think. But I also have that true sight, which gives it to me to 120 feet.
How?
That hasn't worn off yet.
Okay.
I don't know how long it lasts. I thought it's like an 8-hour spell.
Okay.
Let me check real quick.
Honestly, I'll let you know that it's not necessary.
Oh, okay. It's only an hour anyway, so.
Yeah. But yes, any expectations going down into the tunnels, things that you expect you might find?
Yiga, maybe some little surprise traps. Maybe it's gonna be like those dungeons from Breath of the Wild that I haven't played it, but I've seen them in action. You have to like throw balls around and such. I don't know if it's gonna work like that, but who knows? That's what I expected. And yeah, that's it's maybe a shortcut to some godforsaken location in the desert. Who knows?
All right. Well, I can't guarantee we'll be throwing balls around tonight, but
Tragic, truly.
we'll, we'll see what we find when we get down there. Um,
Oh.
Welcome aboard. It's always great to have you, and look forward to tonight's session.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then rounding out the opening team, we have Efine. How you doing, Efine?
I am doing pretty good, thank you.
Glad to hear. How about you? Any expectations going down into these depths?
My main expectation is regret. Athene is on a third of her hit points with less spell slots.
Regret. I love it. Yes. Because that's right. You know what? It has been a while since the party has been in a position where they could take any sort of rest whatsoever. So we have had a number of sizable battles in this temple. We had the mini boss battle. We had, a lot of hit points have been diminished. A lot of potions have been used. A lot of spell slots have been exhausted, and I would imagine the characters are a little exhausted too at this point. Not suffering
Definitely.
exhaustion, but a little wearing down. I do feel. I believe a rest is in order once, as it approaches. So, Efine, welcome. Great to have you as well as always. And let us just delve right into it. So, as we stand in this room with the deceased Octorok and the pile of goo that the party once recognized as Suga, there is the opening to the Yiga tunnel is open. Hold on. As Amatu has ventured down there ahead of everyone else and has actually yet to return. So, I would say as both Deacon and Afine look down into the depths, both Leto and Gully offer to kind of stay lookout on the upper level, and if and when need be, join the party when they can. But as we still don't know exactly what's going on in this temple, they offer to stand guard at the entrance. Deacon and Afine, you look down into the now gaping hole leading down into the abyss that is the Yiga tunnels, and you can see down a good bit given your abilities, but I would say maybe about 40 feet down, there appears to be some type of magical barrier that would be, maybe a barrier is not the appropriate term. I would say that you see a magical effect, a shimmering magical effect about 40 feet down.
Well, so it's a straight 40-foot drop?
I mean, you could climb down. Like, there's no ladder, and it's very rugged. But yeah, I would say that you could either jump straight down, or you could climb the rock wall down.
And at the bottom, is some kind of magical effect.
Towards the way down. I would say that there's maybe another about halfway down. About halfway down, you see this magical effect.
Excuse me, sorry. Hey, so I actually have to bounce. I gotta get a set thing done. Sorry. I'll be
Okay.
back as soon as possible.
All right, yeah, take care of
Okay.
that. All right, Athene. Even if you can't see, I would say that, yeah, like you don't have dark vision, right? No.
No.
Okay, so you know what? I would say that Deacon like verbally describes to you what he's seeing. That about halfway down the tunnel, there is a shimmering magical effect.
Okay. In which case, I am going to cast light on a dagger and drop it down the hole to see if it reacts at all with the barrier.
Okay, so as you release the dagger, it falls at a free fall speed. Once it hits the magical barrier, it passes through without any type of slow. Well, once it hits the barrier, the light dissipates. It stops emanating a light, but you can hear the dagger hit the ground beyond the barrier. I keep calling it a barrier. It's not a barrier.
Could I mask my way into figuring out how long the drop is?
I'm sorry?
Could I figure out how long the drop is by how long it took the dagger to fall?
How far down the drop is? I would say safe to say it's about, in total, about 50 to 60 feet, roughly. Yeah, within that range.
Both. Okay. I mean, it's worth a shot. I'm going to try casting Dispel Magic on whatever this effect is.
Okay. Okay, so my question is, you cast Dispel Magic, it dispels the effect. Do you immediately begin to descend, or do you wait for a period of time to keep an eye on it to see what the effect, if there's any additional effects?
I'm going to wait about 5 minutes to see if anything happens.
Okay, so after roughly a minute, it returns.
Huh. That's not great.
So it can be dispelled, but it returns after a period of time.
It can be dispelled. I can't dispel it anymore because I don't have any spell slots of that level. I don't have any rope. Ugh. I don't trust Athene's climbing skill.
Well, I mean, keep in mind that that Amatu has already descended, and as far as you can tell, with what little you have met and seen from Amatu, you are of sort of similar physical stature, and you have no reason to believe that there has been any problem with Amatu's descent.
Okay. In which case I am going to risk climbing down.
Okay. They are very big, jagged rocks that you would have no problem getting a grip or footing on. So we're going to regard this as a very easy DC. We're gonna do an athletics check for every 30 feet. So we're going to do 2 athletics checks. One to get to the magical effect and one to go beyond it. And we're going to set the DC at 5.
It may be easy, but I have -1 athletics.
Okay. So you make it down to the magical effect where you can see it and it appears to be like this lightly shimmering, very thin, swirling effect. It looks to be maybe at most about 3 inches thick.
Even if I don't have identify, could I try and figure out what sort of magic is? Is this a dispel magic barrier? Is this...
Since you have observed it with the spell magic and you also tested it with the dagger, yeah, if you can give me an Arcana check, let's say DC 12, you will...
19?
Okay, so this is actually a dispelling effect in itself. It will not cause any physical damage or anything like that by coming into contact with it, but what it will do is as you pass through it, it will remove any lingering effects that are currently affecting you from a magical standpoint.
Okay. So it's the sort of thing that would remove true sight.
Yes.
And would magical items be okay to survive the trip through it?
Yes, but anything cast on an item to make it magical, such as casting light on a dagger, would remove the effect.
Okay. In which case I am going to not so confidently step through it.
All right, give me that secondary athletics check. All right. You make your way down to the bottom, and let me switch everything over, and you can see what you see.
Wow, this is a big map.
It is a big map. Let me zoom. Okay, there we go. I found everybody. Okay, so let me just remove Deacon so that you and Amatu are the only ones present. There we go. Okay. So you get to the bottom of the cavern and you now find yourself in the Yiga tunnels, and you find yourself in what appears to be it's a room that has 4 different passage openings on it. You got a north, west, east, and south passageway that the party can choose from. once you get down there, Amatu looks at you, and with a look of kind of a little bit of confusion about like the 4 choices, and she looks at you and she's like, well, I was going to kind of adventure out on my own, but I was a little bit worried. So, yeah, I figured I'd wait for you guys. And with that being said, we have Gully joining us. Are you with us, Gully?
I am. Hello, hello.
All right. Welcome. Perfect timing.
Nice.
Lita will be joining us a little bit later tonight. Deacon had to momentarily step away to take care of something, and we are now in the process of delving down into the Yiga tunnels. Afine,
Okay.
Afine has made her way down. She has met up with Amatu, and currently you, Deacon, and Leto are up at the top, still in the water temple, keeping an eye on everything, standing guard among the opening. But now that you have joined, would you like to join Afine down and Amatu down in the Yiga tunnels?
Please
Yeah.
come down.
I don't want her down there by herself. Absolutely.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So as you look down into the opening where it leads to the tunnels, it is a fairly sizable opening, not difficult to pass through by any means, but there is no ladder. It is simply jagged rocks that you must get a foothold on, but they're large jagged rocks, so not difficult at all to navigate. By the way, what's your athletics modifier?
Hold on. Echo. There we go. Okay. All right. My athletics modifier. Pull up my sheet. Come on, get it out there. It should. Oh, it's a +6. Well, athletics. Okay. I'm sorry. Athletics is +12.
Okay, then I'm not even going to have you make these athletics checks to make your way down, but I will narrate what you're finding. So as you look down into the tunnel, you can see that there is about halfway down a swirling, shimmering effect separating the upper half of the tunnel from the lower half of the tunnel.
Interesting.
Yes. Is there anything you would like to do?
Afine, can you hear me?
Can I hear him?
Yeah. There's nothing that would be blocking the voice communication up and down.
Okay. Did you notice this little shimmery effect when you came down here?
Hey, Gully. Yes, it dispels magical effects. You should be fine.
Okay, all right. And I will proceed on down past the little magical swirliness that I see.
All right. Your as I said, your modifier supersedes the DC, so not a problem at all.
Okay.
Nice. Any current magical effects that are on you or your items are dispelled as you pass through. Now, when I say that, what I mean is like if you have an item that has a magical effect, such as your flame tongue sword, that does not get dispelled. But if there is a magical effect that was cast on an item, or you have an ability that was cast on you, that is specifically what is dispelled.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to clarify because I know like certain equipment you have.
Man, yeah, that would kill a lot of my equipment.
So let me get you on the board, and as you get down there, you can. Let me try again. As you get down there, you see Amatu and Afine, and the multitasking, not my forte. There we go. All right. So you can see Amatu and Afine are... Wait, is it giving you... There you go. Okay. And you find yourselves in a square room with 4 different exits. What would you like to do? How would you like to converse? And until Deacon comes back, I will be, of course, playing the role of Amatu.
Okay. And I'm assuming at this point I do see Ifine and Amatu, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to clarify,
'Cause on my screen it's still black. Hold on. Let's see.
you might have to zoom out.
Oh, I just need to. Yeah, I need to adjust. Yeah. I'm like, what? It's still
Yeah.
black. I can't see you, Fiend. Where are you? Okay. All right. Wow. Well, so we've got a couple different directions to go down here, huh?
It looks like it.
Well, do you want to start venturing forward, or should we wait for those other 2?
Well, it's
Let's go for it.
yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by a toe. If I was let him go. My mama told me to. Do you know which way you want to go? Otherwise, I'll continue.
Well, I mean, from what I've heard, I think that this is a rather large area because I've tried to scream down to the tunnels and get some echo effect going, and all 4 directions seem rather deep. So I'm not sure if we want to split up or if we want to stay together. Obviously, if we split up, we can we can cover more ground, but we also don't know what we're going to encounter when we're down here.
Got it. So continue. And you are out of this orangutan game. Boom. Okay, I'm going to the right.
All right, and Amatu looks at Effie and is like, should we follow?
It's probably safer if we do.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then,
Yes,
all
I'm
right.
a coward.
So let us actually let me bring up Amatu's character sheet so I know what I'm looking at.
And I will go ahead and use my dancing lights to put a little more light ahead of me.
All right. I will get that in just a sec.
Yep, no worries. Take your time. See, Amatu Afine, capable of making decisions without those other 2 ruffians.
That's right.
Decisions, yes. Handling whatever might be down here and trying to kill us, we're yet to see.
Nothing's gonna kill us. We're good. I'm a big meat shield up front, and you've got all the magics behind. We're good.
Actually, I'm running a little low on the magics, but I'll certainly try.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah. I better, actually, let me see. How am I doing health-wise? Oh, yeah, I should probably pop a potion or 2 before we venture down this way.
All right. So feel free to take any of your pre-adventuring actions.
Let me see. How many potions do I have?
Refresh me. What is the light that emanates off of this?
It is. Ta-da! It is 10-foot radius.
All right. 10 foot. And then control.
You can move it up to 60 feet. Okay.
All right. Just give it a quick test. Make sure you got control over it.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. All right, and back to those potions. How many do I have? What do I have? Red healing potion. Really? I've only got 1 left? Ugh. That's poo-poo caca.
I can definitely give you some then. Uh,
8.
I have
Okay. I
5
think I might be
regular
good.
and... You sure? I have 5
Yeah.
regular and 3 glowing if you... Sure you wouldn't like
Yeah. Sure, I'll take it. Just the smallest you got.
that? Okay. I'm going to pass you 2 regular ones then.
Perfect. And I will use one of them. Leave me one in inventory. And we'll go ahead and pop that last one. That should pop me off. Yep, I am now at full hit points. I only needed 5 more. Okay, beautiful. Meat shield at full strength. We are ready to proceed.
All right.
Hi. Sorry about that. Surprise
Hey!
thing.
Welcome.
Hey there.
Welcome back.
Hi. Good to see you.
Okay, so to bring you up to speed, we have Goliathine and Amatu down below the down into the tunnels. We have you and
Okay.
Lido at the top of the tunnel, and as you look down into the tunnel, you can see about halfway down there is a swirling, shimmering effect.
Cool.
The party is still within range of hearing you, as they have not ventured out of the main room yet.
Okay.
You just caught us before we left.
Thank God. I call in. What's this shimmery, glowy stuff?
Dispels magic. Not good. Well, dispels potential magics that you may have applied to yourself. Your armor and gear is still good, though.
Gets rid of my debuffs. You bastard.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, thank God I already got rid of my Tensor's transformation. I will. Actually, hang on. Do I have a teleport? Fuck that.
Hey, if you jump down, I might be able to catch you.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
You can also
Okay.
pedal glide.
That's true. That's true. I don't actually. I already used that. I had to use that to pull the bag off of
Oh, that's
the
right.
box because it was floating in the air.
What's the distance between top to bottom?
About 60 feet.
Yeah.
60 feet.
So to get to the bottom, it's 2 athletics checks. 1 to get to the debuff effect, and 1 to get from that area to the bottom. It is a DC 5 athletics check.
Okay. Well, what's the check I have to make if I have Gully catch me? Because that sounds radical.
That sounds like it might be worse.
I think that would be a gully check.
Excellent.
I would put that at a DC 10 Dex sleight of hand.
Sleight of
Ooh.
hand. Oof.
Ooh. I'll try my luck with athletics. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Gully.
yeah. You don't want me trying sleight of hand athletics. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. No, athletics. I got you.
We leave the sleight of hand to the DQ around here.
Yes. For sure.
Okay. So yeah, I will attempt to climb down.
All right.
17 on my first one.
All right. So you make it down to the
And
shimmering
then,
effect, no problem.
Hey, watch out for that second one. It's got a little crack in it. Don't trip on that.
Okay. 20 for the next one.
All right. You make your way safely down. Okay. So let me.
Can I say I was doing something while I was waiting for them, so that I wasn't just like twiddling my thumbs?
I would say not a whole lot of time has passed, but like.
I need literally 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah.
I can increase the sunlight radius of my sunblade to 30 feet of dim light and 30 feet of bright light.
Okay. All right. So let me adjust the lighting on that. So 30 bright and 30 dim. All right. And yeah. Okay, there we go. Looks like the effect has taken. And so as you come down into the main room of the tunnel, you find that there are 4 different ways to leave the room. And the party is kind of huddling together, seemingly going towards the western wall, or the western doorway. Eastern doorway, there we go.
So, okay,
Yeah, your other.
you guys all
your
see the
other
same
ways.
thing that I can?
Your other left.
I believe so.
Okay, cool. Alright, perfect. So, we get...
Oh, and Deacon, by the way, I employed the tried and true method of any, mini, miny, mo.
Valid. Understandable. Right.
All right. And with that, I'm going to give control of Matu back to you, Deacon.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh,
So-
yes, the one character that still has spell slots.
yeah.
Yes.
Come to me.
All right. So we're gonna run this the same way that we ran any while we were in the temple in So you know what? Let's get you know what? Let's get a fresh initiative list for this.
Initiative, eh?
Yeah. And the way that we will roll it is to say, like, as long as there is no combat, you guys can take your actions and movement as you see fit. All right.
Even these initiatives shows that she needs a long rest.
Just tucker it out. Gully
One
was
sorcery
25.
point and 2 spell slots. I can't do much.
Wait, does Gully have more spell slots than the casters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like 3
Yeah.
total spell slots.
Gully has 1, 4, 6 spell slots available.
Nice.
You have more spell slots than both casters combined.
Excellent.
Oh, jeez. That is hilarious.
Okay, so we got Amatu at 5, we got Deacon at 17, and that's 1. Oh, and looking at, we'll take Lido down, and that should give us the 4. All right, and that gives us our
Take Pluto down, pass him around.
Lido's up there, just with him and Princess Ruto, and he's like trying to bond with this like undead sister with an intelligence score of, what is it, 3 or 1?
1.
1. Yeah, 1.
It's like, so you seen any good stuff lately? Just completely blank face.
Question.
How
Yes.
about them Lakers?
1. I guess I'll ask the first question first, and then I'll worry about the second question. So, first question is, would that shimmery fill have removed the effects of our hero's feast?
Ooh.
Yes, it would.
Wow, scam.
Well,
Alright.
fiddlesticks. So then, can I say that I didn't need to use that last potion that it gave me then?
Yes. Feel free to add that back into your inventory.
Okay.
That is true. Are you guys all potted up? Do you guys need anything?
Other than a long rest, I'm good.
Fair.
So 2 red potions and
I actually have an idea.
no more of that.
Hmm?
If we do go out, take a long rest, eat another hero's feast, I can use Dispel Magic on the seal so we can come back down without losing the hero's feast effect.
True. Plus, we get our spell slots back.
Mhm.
Oh. What if I just cast Lehman's tiny hut here and we all just took that nap? Like, just right here.
Will you get anything back on a short rest?
It'll last for 8 hours. It's a long rest.
Oh,
It's
a
literally
long
an
rest.
impervious dome. Oh wait, fuck! I could just use Mordenkainen's mansion. We don't need to fucking stand here. The fuck?
Well, in that case, maybe we should go grab Leto and his dead sister and pull him down here then.
Hey, Leto. Come on.
Yeah, come on, buddy. Just you two, come on.
All right.
Can we just?
Maybe if we're
Shit.
lucky, the portal will dispel her remaining life for us.
It'd be interesting to find out whether it will dispel the feeble mind.
Oh no.
So are you going to get Leo?
No, you stay up there and you make sure your dead sister doesn't need anybody except for you, I guess.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a little a nice rest. You know,
I'm gonna
down
hide
here
the
in
portal
the
so Leto
tunnels.
thinks we just disappeared for 8 hours when he gets back. That's gonna be hilarious.
It's okay, we're still exploring, just you stay there, watch the entrance.
Hey, actually, can somebody
Oh,
who
okay.
can read write give me a note to write for him?
Sure.
Alright. I take out my forgery kit and give you some papyrus to write with. And charcoal. Because it's closer to crayons.
Okay.
Aw.
You know, I probably have you know, good handwriting. You know, seeing as how I do you know, write runes a lot.
Your wizardly
You
things
should
and
probably
your
do
Yeah,
that.
you know, and you know, I've been practicing my little my wizard book here.
Ooh.
You know, copying things down. So, yeah, my
I
handwriting
have-
shouldn't be too bad.
Athene
Nice.
hands papyrus and charcoal together.
Perfect. I imagine that somehow just touching Gully's hands, like some of the like gold trim from his armor just is now trimming the paper and shit. Like everything he touches just like sparkles.
Midas touch, baby.
Hell yeah.
Dear Leto,
Dearest Leto.
don't go far. Hopefully your sister doesn't eat you while you rest.
If she does, we told you so.
Athene says if she does, we told you so. And he doesn't say anything else after and. He ends the letter there.
That's very Monty Python-ish. It's just
Perfect. What I was going for. I love Monty Python.
Same.
Same.
All right. So what are you gonna do with this letter?
I'm gonna run it back up to him. Here you go, Leto, and then head back down.
All right. Okay. So, which one did you want to cast? Mordecai's or the tiny hut?
So yeah, I'm gonna run that by you
Mordenkainen.
guys. So yeah, I was thinking Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion because it lasts for 24 straight hours. So like,
And you can dispel that any time you want, though, right?
Yes, I can literally like hide the portal and open the portal, and the portal will still be there when we get there. I'm pretty sure anybody who I say can't come in, like, I can choose the 5 of us, you know, to like enter the hut, and then nobody else can enter the hut.
Oh, and Leto brings his sister down. He tries to carry her in.
Correct.
He's gonna walk in, and she's just gonna go boop on the ground.
Exactly. It's like he just like disappears, and she just face plants on the ground, just eats shit.
Oh gosh.
He steps back out, tries it again, same thing happens. He tries to like throw her into the portals as if it's over capacity. Just phases through it, just hits a wall.
Oh, poor Princess Ruto.
Poor evil Princess Ruto.
Yeah.
He
Those are the
deserved
breaks.
it. But yeah, I just realized this does unfortunately cap my ability to cast Hero's Feast again tonight. So I'd have to like cast it tomorrow, but that would also cost my wish for the day, so. Sorry.
Well, in that case, fine. Sorry, my dog is not happy she's stuck in here with me right now.
Aww.
And she's trying to force me to play.
Aww.
She can control Chimkin.
It's like, well, if I'm going to be stuck in here, you got to play with me. And,
Aww.
Fair.
Speaking of Chimkin, how big is this place?
It is as you see it.
Well, how high are the ceilings? Let's ask that
okay.
question.
I would say that the ceilings are safely 20 feet.
Oh, okay, so I can jump and not hit my head. Got it.
Excellent. Alright. Let's see.
Maybe you could summon like a thinkin. It's only 5 feet wide, but it's like 15 feet tall.
Exactly.
So,
Nugget.
Aw, cute.
Sorry.
I love it.
so tell me about your spell. Tell me what you're summoning, who is allowed in, how tall it is. Let's get to know.
So, are you guys okay with holding with like no Heroes Feast? I mean, I kind of wish we could get that, but
no, it's wholly unacceptable, Deacon.
All right. Well, we're leaving the dungeon then. Fuck it.
I'm just
fucking with you, bro.
I'm just kidding. We're good.
Hell
we will
yeah.
be just fine without Heroes Feast for a day.
This is true. I'll have to cast 2 Heroes Feast to make up for it. Okay. So, I'm going to cast at 9th level is the only spell slot I have that I can use for this. Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion. So, I'm going to go over this. So I conjure an extra-dimensional dwelling in range that lasts for the duration. I choose where its one entrance is located, which is going to be like right behind where Gully's standing, like right here in the part of this hallway, right? And it's 5 feet wide and 10 feet tall. Myself and any creature I designate can enter when I cast the spell at any point. At any point, as long as the portal remains open. I can open or close the portal if I am within 30 feet of it. While closed, it is invisible. So, it's going to be me, Atu, Gully, Athene, and Leto that can enter my house. Leto's sister is not allowed to enter my house as long as she is still evil. Which means until she is dead. Anyway, so beyond the portal, it's essentially like looking into a house in Kakariko again, where it's all like made out of wood and probably built out of a large tree, you know, like a singular large tree, and had floors and such added to it. You know, some of Dekun's ancestors are providing the furniture. Anyway, So yeah, but it's a very large place. It's good like 500 cubic feet or something like that. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, 500 cubic feet. Yeah, and it has 100 tiny little baby Deku scrubs that kind of look like the no faces from Spirited Away, that are all like that are all just like running around. They'll like mend your clothes, bring you food, warm your food. Basically all kinds of things like they can mend anything that needs mending, light any fires you need lit, and they will take very good care of you. Yeah, so clean the dirt off of your armor and stuff like that. It's fantastic. um and yeah, so it is a 24-hour relaxed paradise for the lot of us. And it may not be a hero's feast, but it is a heroic feast, as it contains sufficient food to serve a 9-course banquet for up to 100 people, split amongst the 5 of us.
So Gully will eat the food of about 80 people and leave the rest for you guys.
Hell yeah! That's what you'll love to see. Deserved. Yeah.
Now, hopefully it's not like Delicious in Dungeon. When you eat it in the painting and you hop out, it's no good and it's gone.
So,
No, that much stays, I think.
so the way that we're going to do this is, as like the goal of this is to be approaching and preparing for a long rest.
Yes.
If anything, just to like clarify, you can see what happens outside, right?
I don't think that's part of it.
Okay, we'll disregard that then. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this one person at a time, and we're going to talk about what we are doing to prepare for our long rest. As I have just sprung it on everybody at this moment, we will start off with Amatu. So,
I'm sorry, I'm unclear. What are you talking about?
so you come in and just kind of like narrate what you are doing to prepare for the long rest, whether it's, shining your armor, grabbing something to eat, like any combination of kind of what everyone is doing now that they are out of harm's way and just ready to kind of like decompress and get ready for their night's rest.
So I imagine at this point, Amatu is like looking at the table of food, and there's just like this like 1,000-yard stare as she picks up an apple. She's just like, I haven't seen food in 5 years, maybe even 8. I've been living off those dead Zora corpses for the last 8 years. My God. She eats the apple. And it's just like very slowly, like movie style slowly. She's just like, it doesn't taste like fermented Zora. Thank
Fishki.
God. It's Fishki. Just all Fishki.
That's how they make Fishki. No.
Fishki is fish people. Oh no.
I'm kidding. Not canon. Not really a thing.
Aw.
Fishki is a thing, but it is not made from dead fermenting Zora.
Fair enough. Yeah. She's being like super dramatic about it. Whereas like Chocokin, oh no. Yeah, yeah, I imagine she would just like eat like for the first time in 8 years, you know what I mean? Or I don't know what it was like being a giant spider, but I can't imagine there's a lot of like fun stuff to do around here. Oh.
Absolutely fair. All right.
Honestly,
mhm.
sorry.
Uh-oh, we lost Tafine.
Oh no.
Is that right? Oh no. I'm sure she'll be back in just a sec.
Yeah.
Mm. All right.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, really sorry about that. Discord crashed on me.
Oh good.
Yes. So I'm sorry. You're saying, Deacon?
Yeah. I imagine Amatsu has this like wide-eyed like look on her face, like, so I haven't been to Kakariko in even longer than 8 years. Jesus Christ. So yeah, I imagine she would just like kind of take some of her possessions to like one of the beds that are just kind of sitting around the edges, as floor planning was not a Deacon's strong point. Um and yeah, you're probably just like read over some of the things that she's encountered now that she's like unexpectedly alive again. Kind of got to cope with that over some time, I would say. So yeah, putting that aside, I think she's gonna just like try her best to just kind of focus on like the new, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Just kind of like taking everything in, and
Mhm.
I got it. All right. Sounds good. Gully, what is Gully doing?
So in the mansion, Deacon, are you the only person that is able to create rooms, or can those inhabitants there also create rooms?
Um, I don't really know. Honestly, if it's okay with Puck, I would love it if you guys could do that.
Yeah, I would say like for like the spirit of the spell, that
Yeah.
whatever people need, within reason,
Yeah.
the spell kind of
Okay, okay,
provides.
okay.
Our house in the middle of our house.
So,
Our house. Anyway.
So what Gully is going to do is he's of course going to have a little snacky snack. But then he's going to go to a door that hasn't been opened yet, and he's going to imagine that it's basically like a really upscale fitness gym, with
Hell
equipment,
yeah.
sauna, all included for after you work out and sweat it out and then shower.
Beautiful.
So yeah, that's what he's gonna imagine for one of those rooms, and he's gonna go get his workout on.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Also, the way you said that, I'm having a snack. I was like, he protect, he attack, but most important, he have a snack. Anyway.
All right, sounds good. And how about Afid? Afid, what are you doing? Is there anything special that the house is providing that suits your needs? What is going on?
Athena's going to have the house provide a nice pool for her to curl up in and nap for a good long while before waking up and doing some of her embroidery and just relaxing and letting herself just blank out doing that.
Nice. Are you doing anything specific with your embroidery, or just kind of like practicing and doing whatever kind of comes to?
She is going to be doing one of the projects I sent you a list of a long while ago.
Gotcha. All right. Sounds good. All right. And then Deacon, what will he be doing?
So the one thing about this spell is that I think it takes like a minute to cast. So like you've already had to listen to him sing the components to bring it into being for like a full 60 seconds. which is the delightful number I did for you about 45 seconds ago. Um, and now it is officially stuck in his head, and he is just going to keep humming that the entire time, like until he is straight up unconscious. But aside from that, honestly, I think what Deekun would really like is to just like kind of honestly, the sauna sounds pretty nice. I think Deekun would like to just like get like clean after everything that he's witnessed. You know, like wash all the goo off and what have you. So he's going to like he's going to have like a nice mound of like Deku, you know, plant like they basically just dump plant food into a pile of dirt and mix it up for him. And then you know, so he takes a dip in like a small tub or something, and then he burrows himself under the ground, so that he is now covered in mud, but at least it is nutritious mud, as he hasn't really had the ability to like siphon nutrients from the soil. It's always been kind of like soup for the last couple of weeks. So I think just kind of like, you know, digging into like some dirt would just be very nice for him. And then he can clean off again when he needs to wake up. So that he is not just covered in dirt perpetually.
That sounds very accurate.
Yes. Wash away the demons, Deacon. Wash away what you did to Suga.
I imagine he's just like scrubbing himself till like his bark comes off. He's like, oh, he's dirty. Everything's dirty. So dirty.
Exactly. Developing problems.
Oh man. All right. So everyone is able to take their long rest. Let me see. Excuse me. Okay. So
spells, yay.
you get your hit points back. You get your spell slots back. It's like a new feeling. And you awaken ready to take on this adventure.
Nice.
So I guess before we start moving, feel free to get your pre-adventuring effects going.
Re-adventuring effect.
Yes.
Okay.
Any transformations, any hastings, any sight altering abilities. You have now already passed through the dispelling threshold, and you are now able to do those things once again.
Well, that
what is it?
feeds for you,
Song
Puck.
of double time.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Would anyone like truthing again?
It was pretty fun last time, not gonna
Yes,
lie.
It was. It definitely was. I probably need to get me a ring of spell storing so I can have that at the ready.
Hell yeah. So I
Actually,
think it's the 6th level, so it's above that. Yeah.
yes, but I can still twin spell it and give it to Gaddy that way.
Or do you want to wait? You know what? Wait for Leto. It's
Yeah.
probably better for Leto to have it.
Oh, I was thinking it also might be handy for you to have, Athene, because that way you can like see in the dark. Do you not have dark vision or something? Or I'm getting two campaigns mixed again.
No, you're absolutely right. I don't have dark vision in either.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I'd say while I do sincerely appreciate it, I think the three of you would be better candidates for it than me at the moment.
Yeah, but she can only get 2 people, right?
That's true.
Yes.
So, I mean, yeah, it's probably because I'm not the most Well, I guess my perception's not that bad, actually. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, if you want to hook me up with it, fine. Otherwise, I would recommend Lido, but I don't know. I don't know. He's still hanging out with his sister? Like, what's going on with this guy?
Yeah, it looked like it last time I saw him.
In
Can
that
anybody
case-
scry?
No, it's
I
Lido.
do.
Lido's
I
the one
do
who's
not know
fighting
that
everyone.
spell.
I mean,
Little creeper.
Deacon and Lido have had true sight on them, so do you want to test it out with me?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Nice. Hell yeah.
All right, so let me get to the thing where I can make the alterations to the vision, and so that's 120 feet. Oh wait. Oh, I have. I'm gonna try something. Okay. So I've been doing light emissions rather than night vision. So are we doing 2 true seeings?
Yep, Ifine and Gully.
Yep.
And okay. All right. So let me get this right. I want to get this straight. Deacon's ability is radiating light, right?
Yes.
So I have dark vision to 60 feet.
Uh-huh.
And also I have 30 feet of bright light and then 30 feet of dim light.
Okay.
So I'm like both.
All right. So okay.
Whereas
So
they can just see out to 120 feet.
right. Okay. So I'm altering Deacon. I'm altering your token so that it gives 60 feet of night vision while emitting 30 feet of bright light and 30 feet of low light.
Sounds good.
Okay. I want to make sure that I'm getting these tokens right, and
I appreciate it.
because we all know how much we love Roll20's lighting effects.
Oh yes.
120 feet for a fiend, and okay. All right. I believe I have these effects correct now.
Well, I probably don't even need my little dancing lights anymore now, huh?
I mean, the dancing lights you can move,
Right.
So that provides a whole different benefit.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Okay. So, who would like to take first actions and movement?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we're fine with it, Gully's still gonna proceed forward first.
All right.
Sounds good.
Can I ride on your shoulders, Scully?
Yeah, hop on.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, there's a split up ahead. It's gonna go, north and south.
Ooh,
Just thought I'd throw that out there real quick.
appreciate it.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll have Gully move, and then I'll put Deacon where he settles.
That sounds good. Appreciate
Okay.
it.
And that means, Gully, you don't have to use all your movement at once. Like if you want to stop and plant Deacon somewhere, like as you're moving, we can do that too.
Okay.
Yeah, planned.
All right. So,
Plant.
hey guys, which way you want to go? We want to go north or south?
I guess
I-
south.
So, okay.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Oh wait, I have a fake wall. Okay, yeah, I just worked through it. I put a wall there. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, it is a little funky right here.
Yeah. Let me see if I can fix that real quick.
It was like completely black behind me.
Yeah.
And actually, I think I'm partially on the wall. So let me just slide there.
Oh, fuck it. Let me just take it out like that.
Ah, there we go.
And we'll take that one out too. Okay. There we go.
So, Deacon, if we see any free stuff signs, do we avoid it?
Probably should this time. Probably should.
Okay. All right.
Sad.
Oh, I did. The song of double time. Did I need to roll anything prior to us starting this? Because I said I was going to do it, but
Just give me a
actually,
performance check.
well, you know what? If we do double time, then we're going to get too far away from Amatu and Naveen, so never mind. I definitely don't want to leave anyone behind. So that is my movement.
Except Princess Ruto.
Right.
Yeah, she can stay way behind.
Stay away. All right. Athene.
You know what? I actually have a way to move faster at the moment, but I'm going to not use that for the moment. So I'm going to try and catch up with Gully. And yeah, let's spend my action to double move, otherwise I am too slow.
Oh, wow. Oh, crap. Yeah, see? Yeah, good thing I didn't do double time.
Okay, and that's where I'm going to stop.
All right. And
And Matu, come on. You're lagging behind. Let's go.
all right, we got about to. And if DK wants any movements or actions, that as well.
Oh. Let me check my spells real quick. We have to get that mounted thing for Gully.
So you
Now
guys,
me.
you can be Ferritor.
Well, I took the mounted combatant feat, so I could make any attack that would hit me instead. Which is funny with my Armor of Agathis.
Nice.
And then if you it gives you partial evasion, where if you make a dexterity saving throw and you succeed to take half damage, you instead take no damage. And half on a success. I mean half on a failure.
That's nice.
So it is the teamwork spell, or feat, I mean. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think I actually have anything to do. Sorry, I don't think I actually have anything to do.
Okay. So you bunched up.
I'm gonna mute. Could you just have me follow on top of Gully and if Matu follow Athene?
You got it.
Because I gotta get some water real quick.
Yep, I got you.
4, 5, 6. We were going south, so we'll keep going south. All right.
Okay. We will have. I believe I can. Yep. Okay, I can control Deacon. Yeah. Bam. Okay. All right. And Ifine, you are up.
Nice. I am again going to try and catch up. Okay, this isn't working. I'm going to need to activate my fast movement thing.
All right.
I am going to activate my new ability that allows me to fly.
Nice.
Nice.
Angelic form. Spectral wings appear from your back. While these wings are present, you have a flying speed of 30 feet. Until you dismiss them or die as a bonus action.
The beautiful flying mermaid.
Wonderful.
Is it okay if I flavour this so they're not exactly wings?
Yeah.
Thank you. I would like to flavour it so that Ifine's fins, they start to glow and lengthen, and the white bits become much larger and longer, and she's practically soaring through the air.
Very nice.
Cool.
All right, and then okay, so that sounds good. Amatu is following, and
All right.
so far
So
you
we'll
find
pers-
nothing of interest.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, that's Gully's movement.
All right, and all right, so we go to Ifine.
4, 5, 6. Gally, which way did you go?
Down.
Um,
Yep, he kept going south.
Okay, all right, and Gully, you're up once again.
All right. So, he's gonna do 1, 2. Let's move the light source. 3, 4. He's gonna stop at 4.
All right.
That way his compatriots should be able to catch up.
All right. Ifine, you are up.
1, 2. I feel I was going the right way. 3, 4, 5. I think I've gone the wrong way. I think I was going to call out to Gally and try and hear from which direction his voice is coming. Gally?
Hey, where are you? You're starting to get a little behind. I'll wait right here. Sounds like I'm just below you. Think you're coming the right way.
Gully will be located to the southeast of your current position.
And he'll send the dancing lights back as well.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Gully, you're up.
All right. Okay, so he is going to go 1, 2. And hold there.
Alright. Alright, and then we go to a feed.
Three, four, five, six. Yay. Hi, Gully. Sorry.
Hey,
Amatu
this
is going to use
place-
an action to dash so she can catch up to Afine a little bit. And yeah. Alright.
All right. So let's go ahead and move the light source. Alrighty, we're gonna keep on heading south. Let's see what we get. 2, 3. Well, looks like a dead end. 4, 5. Is that a wall or is that a door? I can't tell. Let's go check it out. 6. I think that's a wall.
Referring to this right here.
Yeah.
That is a wall.
Okay. And he'll stop there.
Alright. And alright, so alright, back to Afine.
We went from one maze to another, it looks like, guys.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Alright.
Yeah, action to double move. 7, 8. Okay, I'm just going to go up to here, so
Alright,
Catch up.
Amatu will do the same thing. Action to dash. Alright.
Okay, let's send some flame down. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Well, more wall. And that's his turn.
Okay. While this is going, okay, while everyone else takes their movement, I'm going to start narrating something that you visualize. So you have reached an area of the map where, Gully, you see an opening, but the opening isn't it isn't sand. What you see is kind of like a running water going in a southeastern direction that heads. Let me build a quick drawing thing.
Okay.
A line. Okay, so up until here. There we go. All right, so you see water flowing in a southeastern direction.
If you drew something on the map, I do not see it.
There should be. Oh, I drew it on the light. I drew it on the light side. Let me see if I can.
Now I see.
It is visible?
Blue rays. Yes.
Okay. All right, yeah.
And so that is headed. They're
Southeast.
going like this direction.
Yeah,
Southeast.
but it doesn't go
Okay.
beyond the area that it
Where
just
it
kind
actually
of
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just like stops right there.
Okay.
Almost like it kind of like like it comes up and like crests as if it were like hitting something, but there's nothing visible there that you see it actually hitting.
Okay. Looks like there's some water here. I'll let everyone catch up before we proceed any further.
15, 20, 25, and then action to double. All right. party is caught up.
All right. So, what are we thinking, people? We want to keep going down, or we want to go back up this direction where the water is coming from?
I wouldn't mind going up the waterway if you'd be okay with that.
Okay, sure. And he will begin to proceed up the waterway. Does it seem like it's more difficult to travel this direction?
Yes, I'm not going to call it difficult terrain, but as you like come into the water, you do feel almost as if the water itself is having a bludgeoning effect on you. And
I don't know, Fiend. I'm not liking the way this feels. This is a little weird. Maybe it'll be easier for you though.
Yeah.
I'll wait right here. I'll wait for you to come up and we'll see how it is for you.
okay, before we take any other steps, having traveled 10 feet into the water, Gully, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep. See, like I said, I don't like this, and because of my heavy armor master,
Mhm.
I'll reduce that by 3. So he'll take 2 points of that bludgeoning damage.
You got it?
Woo! Does it push me back, or I'm still where I am?
You're still where you are.
Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea, guys. This is like, you slide down, don't go up.
Yes.
It does appear to be like on a level like plane, by the way. Just I do feel the need to like point that out visually.
Okay, so
Okay,
I
so
just had an idea.
it's not
Am I
an
still-
incline. No, go ahead.
I'm still on Gully's shoulders, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna use an action to dash. I'm going to attempt to use my Deku hop to just move my entire because I can just bounce across the water for 50 feet of movement.
You can.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
So I'm going to attempt to just bounce my way up this place for 50 feet and then see what happens to me.
Okay. All right. So. All right. Hold on.
I'd like to point out I do.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, what's up?
I do have a fly speed at the moment.
Oh,
yeah, so you would be above
yeah, I don't
that.
need to do that. Never mind then. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Being
Do that.
okay.
I mean, Deacon, you could still, hop, skip across the water up there, and Fiend can fly, and
That's true.
Gully will just hang back.
That said, I'm gonna hang with you, Gully, until we can get a more what's going on with the theme. I want her to if she could tell us what's up there, we can know if we have to risk it. So I think that'll be a good thing.
Okay.
Let the one who doesn't have to touch the water do it. I think it'll be more interesting that way, and less bludgeoning damage all around when I inevitably fall into the water.
Right.
Get yeeted back down the water at the speed of sound compared to Gully. If this is enough to feel like it's gonna push you back, my hop is I'm just gonna get rocket propelled into the wall. It's gonna be like a Deacon-sized hole in the Yiga tunnel wall.
Not be good.
I just wake up. I'm in the middle of Kakariko Village.
It's going to be like one of those wave rides at water parks.
Exactly.
All right.
Anyway, sorry. Be right back. I'm still on my quest for water. I just overheard something.
Okay. All right. So Athene is going to use her fly speed to traverse this water. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Take your movement and we'll see what we have.
And I am going to use an action to double move so I can get through this quicker. Okay, that's as far as I can get in one turn.
Okay. So let me see how much. Let's see.
Is that a dead end?
It is as it appears. But you know, 35 feet away is really not that long. Okay, so I will say, being as close as you are, you do see some type of inscription on the far right. Yeah, like right there. Because there seems to be a bit of something inscribed on the rock wall. Given the distance, it's hard to decipher what it is, but you recognize that there's something.
Gummy, I'll be right back. I'm just going. There's something written up here. I need to know what it says.
I don't imagine
Please be
anybody's
careful, but okay.
I don't imagine anybody, including Amatu, is going to follow, but I think Amatu is going to follow until like the beginning of the water, so I will put her there. Okay, so Athene, take your movement.
Ten, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, action to double move. 55, 40, 45.
Okay.
Can I make it what it says?
So what you have found, there appears to be the etchings on the wall. One are in the shape of a doorway. But as what they say, what languages do you speak?
I only speak Zoran and Common.
Okay.
Oh,
So you would not be
Sully,
able.
get on up there with your smart self.
You would not be able to decipher what it says, but you do notice that there is, as I said, it appears to be in a doorway etched into the stone with some type of iconography to it.
Is my true sight picking up anything?
No.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to try and make a copy of the writing iconography.
Okay. You're going to like do some etchings?
Pull out a piece of paper and try and copy them down.
Okay. I would say, especially as time is not a pressing issue right now, that is not a problem whatsoever. But as you were doing that, Gully, you're still in the water. What are you doing?
He
I mean, you can.
backs up out that water
You can.
unless if he wants him to come help.
I mean, you can stay if you want.
Yeah. I mean, he would have backed back up out of the water unless Afine, wants him to go forward.
No, it's alright, I've got this. Please don't let yourself get hurt in the water.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, so he would have stepped back out of the water.
All right, so the 10 feet that you back out of the water, again, you take another 6 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it's magical. So then I do not reduce it if it's magical. So then,
Yeah.
in that case, so
Well, you know what? The reduction happened because that was my lack of narration. So like the first thing is fine, but yeah, it is
so 6
magical.
points. Okay. All right, so he definitely backs up out of the water.
All right.
Is he safe where he is, or does he? You know what? He's going to be on the safe side. He's going to back up just a little bit more.
He is safe there. Okay, so
Yeah, you good up there, Fiend?
Yeah, just copying something.
Okay.
okay,
You
so
copying something good?
I don't
Hopefully.
know yet.
Okay, just don't try to read it out loud in case it's a bad incantation or something.
Okay.
It reads, "Kill your family, kill your family." Sorry.
It reads, "Good luck getting back down."
well, I would say since the party's pretty much waiting for you to come back, and there's no need for them to take points of movement. At your leisure, you descend back to the party.
Okay.
Yeah, the party learned from Gully's mistakes. Dude, why are you still standing in that water? Oh, I don't know.
All right, so Afid, you make it back with the etchings in hand. And what would you like to do?
I found these carved into a carved door pattern, Gully. Do you happen to be able to read them?
Oh yeah. See this helm on my head helps me read and comprehend all languages.
Perfect.
Okay, so using the helm, you're able to decipher what the etching states, and with the etching, what Afine found is she found a doorway. If I didn't narrate that accurately enough, but with the etching state is that it is a doorway that is only one way, and it can only be activated from another location, and that is how it will essentially that's how the yiga get through. This particular doorway states that it will take the party to the water temple.
Oh, okay. So it's a one-way portal to the water temple, and basically this is the this is the way out, not the way in. If I'm interpreting this correctly.
Huh.
Wait. This is the way. That door brings you here, but we can't go out through that door. If I interpret that correctly.
Correct.
So, yeah, I guess we keep looking.
Sounds like it.
Mhm.
Hey, my little flame. Come down this way. All right, so I guess we'll head around this little corner and see what we come to.
Sounds good.
All right.
4, 5, 6. More paths. Holy moly. What, Deacon, you see this because you're on my shoulder, of course.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
Mhm.
Oh no, I'm going to get lost again.
It's for that reason I vote we go left.
All right, left it is.
All right.
But I'm out of movement.
So
Fair.
if you are up,
Okay. Okay.
all right.
Efine, are you still flying?
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Back to Gully.
All right. Do you want to go down or keep going?
Mhm. Here, one sec. We should probably keep going.
Okay, we'll keep going. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's my movement. Okay.
Let's peek in the next one. I'm curious. See if they all kind of look the same.
Okay. So you're gonna hop down and peek?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I enter this tiny room.
Okay. So you enter to a tiny room, and yeah, there's nothing
It's
in
just a tiny room.
it. It's just a tiny room.
I report that back to Gully as I climb back onto his shoulders.
Just a tiny room. Okay. What about up above us?
I don't have any movement left.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just keep going to the left. Keep going west.
All right. Efine, you are good to go.
Okay. Excuse me.
Hi.
Hey.
Is the torch not
All
emanating
right.
light?
Not that I could tell.
I mean, it is on my screen.
Okay. As
But
long
I mean, I do also have 120 feet of, true sight. So, but I can tell that it's actually illuminating that 2-foot radius for me as well.
okay.
Maybe it's just showing for me and not anyone else.
I think that might be it. Okay. You know what? Wait. Let me. Because it's light. Wait. On my 2 screens, it's giving me 2 different lights.
Double the fun.
Wait. Is it? It's in the southern room?
Nope, it's on the same same plane
Okay.
as we are in that same little line.
Alright. I'm not sure what. Yeah, it was showing that it was in a southern room for some reason.
Interesting.
Is that better now for everybody?
Oh, I think so.
Okay. So,
I don't really know.
all right. All right. Well, let's take some movement and see what we got.
All right. Oh, what do you know? Another little tiny room beneath me. Or, yeah, right here. And yeah, he's not double moving or anything, so he's there.
All right. So bump Deacon there. All right. Is Deacon doing anything?
Not at this point.
Okay. All right. And then we have Ifine and Amatu's movement.
Okay. Someone's wondering spend so much energy to dig this place out and put nothing in it. Oh, sorry, Athene's just thinking out to herself.
Oh,
Why would they put so much energy into digging out all these little rooms?
why would somebody go through all this trouble? All right. Amatu's movement. Let me see. Was that right? Yeah. Let's put it there. All right. Gully once again.
All right. Okay. Still proceeding west. And that's it. He's done. Because everyone is here, he may double move next time.
All right. $25. All right. There's Amatu's movement. And Fiend.
That's as far as I can go.
All right. Back to Gully.
Right. So. And then he will double move. Okay. And that's his start.
All right. Bump Deacon. And a Fiend.
And I am going to double move.
All right. Amatu has double moved as well. And... All right. There you go. Okay. And Gully, you are up.
All right. Okay. Hey, I just went around this little corner up here, guys.
Okay, thank
All right.
you.
If you are up, as I will move Amatu.
Next time we leave.
And I'll have Matu double move to catch up. 20, 25. All right. So you start coming to another corner. Where'd you like to go?
All right. So 5, 6.
Okay. So as you
we'll move
look
some light. Okay.
down this corridor, the normal ground that you've been walking on is pretty much solid stone. However, welcome.
Welcome.
Hey, there's.
Sorry, I was kind of AFK on myself. I had to mute. How's it going, buddy?
Okay. I have a couple of questions. Like, can we destroy the door that had the runes on it so that way they can't come in that way? Now we got charcoal drawings of them now, so we can draw them on a different wall, and then we can go through there.
That'd be
Why
hilarious.
leave them? Yeah. So why leave them in a tunnel that goes back to a temple, and they can go, haha, yeah, come through and come right into the bottom of Cetos where we all just jump them.
Well, before we get down that road, I'm going to narrate what Gully sees, and then I'm going to narrate where you are, and we'll move forward from there. So, welcome. Good to have you. So, Gully, as you guys have been traversing these paths, they've all pretty much been like solid stone. And what you see to the corridor to the northeast is primarily comprised of sand. I'm going to make a drawing. I gotta make it kind of darker so it stands up on this. Let's see if the bright yellow works.
Hey guys, you know how we came across that hall that was kind of like water, that was, kind of difficult, a little painful? I see another hall that's like that, but this is sand. Really don't think this is a good idea.
Maybe the orange. There we go.
We definitely want to send the one who can fly up there.
Oh, Efine, you're up again.
Quicksand ain't nothing to fuck with.
Okay, so all right, so before we head down this path and take actions with this hallway, Lido, so you have been, you are still in the water temple, and you are at the entrance to the Yiga pathway. You and Princess Ruto have been keeping watch, and okay, so there's going to be some things that I feel comfortable narrating. Halfway down, because a lot of this conversation did take place around the opening, so this would have been things that Lido heard. Around the opening, there is about halfway down, so roughly 30 feet down, there is a anti-magic type barrier that will dispel any magical effects that are put on a person or object. So the way that this was discovered was Efine cast light on a dagger, dropped it through the portal. When the dagger went through the portal, the light magic failed. When everyone came through, Deacon lost his true seeing ability, but any magical effects that are with an item, so for example, Gully's flame tongue sword is not affected because the magical effect on that is actually like part of the item's being.
To say that it's like constantly reapplying itself.
The Effine attempted to dispel it, and it was successfully dispelled for roughly a minute before it reappeared. Is there anything else pertinent to the conversation that I'm forgetting?
Hmm.
There's a gym in the mansion, Mordenkainen's mansion. If you
Yeah.
decide to go in there,
Pretty
It's
radical.
safe.
Yeah.
And there's a 60-foot drop.
Oh yeah, and there's a 60-foot drop. You might
oh,
wanna,
who
like,
cares
see how
about the
close.
60-foot drop? That's nothing.
There's a 60
That's true.
foot
We can
drop.
go sleep it off in Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
It is. Oh, that's the other thing. You guys have taken a long rest. So you took the long rest while you were up there. Everyone else took the long rest in Mordenkainen's house.
Magnificent mansion.
Yeah.
Yep, in the house.
Mordenkainen's magnificent treehouse.
Yeah. So everyone has regained their spell slots. Everyone has regained their health. Everyone has, regained the full effect of a long rest. And I'm just trying to run over the bullet points real quick. Yeah. Okay. So you wouldn't know about the Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion, but you would know it's, once you get down there, you would know it's there. You would see it. You have access to it. And fuck, I feel like there's one more thing I'm forgetting to say.
You left a note.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yes.
Scully left you a note.
Refresh. What did the note say?
Ah, crap, I don't remember.
Uses, you're being left behind.
Oh gosh. Yeah, Gully left you a note.
Kill your family. Kill you. Sorry. Just joking.
And then
Pizza in the
he
fridge.
he stopped writing mid sentence, mid thought, and just left the note. Darn it. What did the note say?
Yeah.
It was like, hey, it was something about like not letting your sister eat you. But if she does, Fiend said, "I told you so." And then you were like, and then you just stop writing.
He said something else before that too, but oh well. But yeah, that's where the note ended.
And
Yeah. So descending into the yiga area requires 2 athletics checks, both with a DC of 5, because I'll narrate that it's a fairly easy descent. But the first one is to get to the dispel barrier, and the second check is to go beyond the dispel barrier.
Okay.
All right. All right. So let's get you up to speed. What would you like to do?
Logic says I can't take her through the barrier. She'll go back to normal.
Don't you want her to go back to normal?
I do, but not this close to the temple where she can come back to.
Wait, let me get the other. I've got to get the other camera going. So let's see. There we go.
By
All
chance,
right.
a tree built into the magnificent mansion, was there?
interplanar doesn't work that way.
So I go through, she turns back to normal. She either goes berserk because now she's cut off and tries to kill me, or I have to kill her. Not two options that Leto's too fond of. An idea. Yay. Reasonably understanding that if something is dropped through, he spells it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, Ito's going to use his big brain and go, if I polymorph her into something, drop her through, when she gets out on the other side, she'll have been enchanted from the polymorph, and she'll still be herself on the other side, still with Evil Mind. Logically.
Yeah. Try it and see.
Would be what I'd do. We'd like to polymorph her. Just a nice little froggy.
Polymorph her into a frog. Okay.
Iron Man.
And I will just kind of wrap her around in a little case like next to my chest. That way when I just drop through the portal, if she wigs out, I can just kind of grab her again.
Okay. So are we spitballing ideas, or is this what's happening?
Oh, this is what's happening. This is what I'm going to try.
Okay. So you frog her up and you bundle her up real tight, and
With the fart noise.
are you descending, or are you just gonna like Geronimo jump in?
Geronimo jump in, because it's like, I can heal myself. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you jump in, free falling towards the barrier. This feels like
falling.
this feels like the longest, shortest jump of your life. And you hit the barrier, and you feel a pull. So I mean, we've taken a long rest, so I don't think you had any applied effects, but in a moment's time, you hear a horrific shriek, as if somebody were being quite literally torn asunder. It is not the voice of your sister, but it is coming from that as the polymorph dispels immediately. And these magical effects were not layered. So, although a valiant effort,
Shot.
it was albeit ineffective. And you can, as the polymorph dispels, she kind of like breaks free from your binding, and you start falling like back down face up, as you can see her like slowly being pushed through this barrier. Give me a perception check.
Let's ask this. Is it dark, since I don't have dark vision? I don't have true sight anymore.
I would say that at this point you're still kind of close enough that dark vision needn't apply.
That's a 12.
Okay.
That's a 2 normally.
All right, so I'll narrate it this way. Princess Ruto falls through the barrier. As this agonizing scream is happening, it's not. You can visually see that the sound is not coming from her mouth. And as she comes fully through, you get just with a 12, you get just a small glimpse of what appears to be a dark, shadow, red-eyed figure on the other side of the barrier.
Okay.
And the rest of you continue to fall. And I would say you fall first and you break her fall. there is an awkward silence. Roll for damage. Roll for fall damage on a 60-foot drop.
You want a deck save? Do you want just... Actually, no, I'd take it all. As much as I can comfort her as I grab her.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I didn't have any type of dex, because I'm like you're so focused on like what she is that
Protecting her.
yeah. They come.
You rolling or am...
Oh no, you roll.
So it's 60-10, correct? Or no?
I think it's 5d10 because it's beyond the first 10 feet.
I will do that then. Only 19 points of damage, that's
Alright.
fine.
All right, so let me get you on the map as I continue to narrate this. So she falls on you, and the first thing that you notice is you don't detect a pulse or breathing or any sign of life. Any action?
I will try. I will try, because I believe I got another diamond, to revivify her.
All right, so as you start rummaging through to look for your diamond, she starts to move.
You know?
And her
Are you
head
okay?
her head lifts up, and she looks at you a little, honestly, a little bit confused.
No, we kind of never met. I'm your big little brother. Or little big brother. Little big brother.
She goes, what did
Keep slow.
where am I?
Well, you're in a tunnel below the water temple.
Oh, all right. What do you mean you're my brother?
See, when a boy and a girl like each other, they, decide to have children. And you were the first one, and I'm the second one, but not the second one in this timeline, possibly.
How about we take things
Get
one
easier.
step at a time?
Okay? And the first step is, I am Prince Lido de Bond first.
How about
And you're Ruto de Bond first, because I don't think there's another one of you.
I should hope not.
Well, no, I just saw something weird, so I'm hoping there's not a second one of you, because then it might be really bad.
Bruh.
She gets and like still kind of like realizing that
Bruh.
she's laying on top of you.
Bruh.
She stands up and now like you also get like a better version, a better glimpse of her, and I'm pointing out that everything that she had during the battle, the gashes, her eyes have not changed. In so many words, what I'm pointing out to you is she is still undead. She is no longer corrupted. but she is undead.
So it's a B for effort.
The
I
dispel.
like a D for dead.
The dispel removed the corruption because the corruption was something that was put on her. But her condition could not have been fixed. So you have your sister back. And that's probably going to be a whole different adventure in itself. But she is no longer corrupted.
Leto's just thrilled that she's not corrupted, and he just is like, arms out. Hug, please. I could use a good hug. Everybody was trying to kill you, and now you're okay. Well, you're not okay, but you're kind of okay. Just a brotherly hug.
Because I'm still not clear on this brother thing, but you did save
Okay.
me from that fall.
Yes.
So, and then she
You
she
can
puts
ask
out
me
her
questions. Go
arms.
ahead.
I'm taking a lot in right now.
I understand.
A lot of it is a blur.
Probably better that way.
I have a lot of memories of things that don't feel like my own memories.
Well, you, when you were possessed, did some kind of bad things, and now you're not possessed, so you're a good guy. Might still be like, if you haven't noticed, like undead, but that can be fixed.
And now she's starting to pointing that out. She is starting to become a little bit more self-aware. She notices the gashes on her arms. She notices the elongated fingernails. And she's taken aback by it a little bit.
So, here's the thing. If you give me like 20 minutes, I can make you something to wear. Not gonna be great, but it will be something to wear to hide whatever you want to hide.
What's another 20 minutes?
Exactly. Now that you're back, what's another 20 minutes?
Okay, so we're gonna have you making something for 20 minutes.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we go back to the party, who is the rest of the party, who is now standing on the precipice of what appears to be some quicksand.
Alrighty, Fiend. So you want to try this out? Don't touch the sand. Just like didn't want you to touch the water before.
Yeah, happy to try.
I don't know. This looks like it might be a little bit further. I don't know. Maybe not.
Am I
Be careful.
okay to move?
All right, with uncontested movement, Fiend, feel free to travel as far down the corridor as you'd like.
Okay, let's double move to try and get up. 25, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And that's all I can move in one turn.
Okay, so we'll say 2 more turns should bring you to the end of the corridor. So I will also point out Inafine's backstory, has she ever been to the Gerudo Desert?
No,
Okay. I know that she... okay.
she didn't get to travel much.
Okay. So, let me see. I know that Deacon and Amatu have. So with that, I will point out that not only the visual sand itself, but even the heat and the smell and everything that is coming off of this sand is for Deacon and Amatu reminiscent of the sand in Gerudo Valley.
Honestly, at this point, I imagine Deku is trying to cheer up Amatu by telling her about that time we saved Link, and they just kind of like spend a couple minutes reminiscing while this is happening.
Fair.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you guys that story? I think I did. I don't know if you want to hear it right now, but I could do that if you want. Anyway, if you don't want to, that's fine too. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, fire away, yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically, we had so we had just hit level 15. Well, I think my party members were like 16. I was level 15 because I died. So basically, what we did was I had this item. I think I still have it on Chimkin. It's an item called the Amulet of the Plains, and you make a DC 15 intelligence check, you can use it to travel to another plane that you're familiar with. So essentially what we did was we also as I believe at the time, because we had that amulet, it allowed you to cast plane shift basically. And I had just unlocked the spell Etherealness. So and I had teleport, which was fairly easy. So essentially, what we did was God, as I recall, I had our cleric cast Etherealness, which brought us in to the ethereal plane, and then since you can move through, like. The ethereal plane is like the ghost dimension from Danny Phantom, you know? You can like walk through walls and stuff. And you can like phase up and down through even the ground. So it's like we basically but you're completely invisible because you're literally on another plane, but you can see everywhere you're going via like a grayed out ghostly looking image of like what's actually there. And you know, you can't interact with it in any meaningful way, but you can see it. In a ghostly kind of way. So what we did was we made it down to our prisons, where they were keeping all the hostages that they'd taken. You know, like Bardo was in there, Pebbles was in there, Link, and then just some other assorted people that we cared about. So yeah, they had been taken hostage. So Link was in the far corner. So what we did was you can use the Amulet of the Plains to cast Plane Shift, which allows you to go to a place that you are familiar with. So we go to the desert, we pop Etherealness, and then so that nobody has to spend any of their resources going into this. Basically, sorry. So I believe so. We combined our using of etherealness that took us into the ethereal plane with a teleport that got us into the material plane again. And then once we had like landed inside the middle of the jail cell, because we had to do reconnaissance, which is part of where the ethereal plane came in. So what happened was like we like plane shift onto. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, we gather all of the hostages with sending spells to get as close together between the bars as possible, and then we pop in all of us inside the prison, and I subtle spell teleport, which has a range of like 10 or 20 feet or something like that. So I just take all of the hostages and we all just get dumped straight into Hyrule Castletown. Because we went there via ethereal plane, showed up regular plane, and then just like teleported away. And like during the time we got to like see Suga interact and stuff, which is and we got to like perform full reconnaissance because etherealness lasted for 8 hours in the first place. So yeah, it was awesome. So yeah. It was a super jank plan that could have gone wrong, so horribly wrong if there was one failed check. But it went horribly right because Link had gone fucking crazy at that point and started attacking guards in the Hyrule Castletown.
Nice.
Yeah. Good old
times.
OG Link.
Good old OG Link.
What was that? What's that? Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
full blown Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, he had it bad.
He
had everything bad, man. Shit.
Yeah, he was so broken and not in the normal, typical D&D way of things that I make.
Exactly. God, it's like, yeah, he wasn't the charming character kind of broken. He was he needed help.
Yeah.
He needed to not remember anything that ever happened to him, like ever.
He needed some heavy modify memory shit going on.
Yeah, basically. You had to like open up his brain and just like re-tug at the strings, you know. Like we just need to cut the blue wire on his entire brain, man.
Oh man, that was a good time. All right, so
fucking funny as well.
So
anyway, I actually came up with a thing I'd like to do. I'm really sorry to cut you out on this. So I would like to I'd like to take just like an empty vial, right, and I would like to just chuck it into the sand in the middle of like right here, just to see what happens on contact.
Okay, so you throw it in, and the vial itself, it lands, and then it starts to kind of like the sand, which has up until this point given no indication of being quicksand.
Good.
Does start to kind of like fold in on itself after just a very brief moment, and once the vial does begin to become enveloped by the sand, you hear a very quick shattering sound as the vial just kind of gets destroyed by the sand.
Oh God. Ian, thank God for your majestic flying form. We would be fucked.
All right. So I would say, Athene, you do travel down, and you find a similar wall etching. What would you like to do?
I would also like to make a copy of this one.
Okay. You make the copy, and it just, like, at first glance, like, it does look very similar, but with minor changes to it. You bring it back, show it to Gully?
Yep.
All right. And in doing so, Gully, you would decipher that it has very similar wording and description as to what it does, except this one deals with oh jeez, hold on, let me brain fart on this. Like, I want to say, like, it goes to like Gerudo Valley, but I want to be a little bit more specific.
Oh yeah. And the Temple of Light Sage was there too. But he was too far away for us to save him, and we triggered an alarm when we took Link out, so He's dead.
This
Well, was dead. He got better.
this is how the yiga gain entrance to the spirit temple.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay. All right. So, Leto, I would say enough time has passed that you have created the outfit that you have sent to me for Princess Ruto. And in fact, as a side note, so last week when we were having our chat session, I said one of the really cool things that I could take the time to show you during a chat session was how I make the thumbnails, how I utilize OBS Studios, which is what we use to broadcast, how I use it to make the thumbnails for the YouTube videos. And I'm going to show you how I make the thumbnails next week during our chat broadcast, but I'm going to use the outfit. We're not going to see the outfit that Princess Ruto is in right now, but what we are going to do is I'm going to take the files and show you how I create them to make a thumbnail. So this is what we will be doing next week. So it's going to be really fun and interesting. So absolutely be sure to tune in on this to see what Princess Ruto looks like once Leto has dressed her in the outfit. So when you sent me the pictures, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. So yeah. Just give me a quick check. Leto, give me a back and forth to make sure that you have control of Princess Ruto as well as Leto. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. Leto, give me a initiative so we can get you on the turn order, and give me one for Princess Ruto. Just roll a d20 plus, I'll give you your stats in a sec, plus 2. Her dex modifier is 2. Is 13. Okay. All right. So, okay. Princess Ruto has a walking speed of 35.
Zoom.
So, that being said, let us take our movements. We'll start off with Gully, and then we'll go to Leto.
Gully doesn't feel safe at all about this. Let's see. Gully, do you have any tricks up your sleeve? Nope. Well, how many feet is this? That's only 30 feet. All right. Okay. Well, here's what Gully's going to do. He's going to move 30 feet, use an action to move an additional 30 feet, and then bonus action, Misty Step for 30 feet.
All right.
So total of So he's going to try and move a total of 90 feet if possible. Actually, do I need 90 feet to get through this? Where's the ruler? Let's see.
You're gonna go down there.
Isn't that where we wanted to go? Isn't there? Wait, hold on. Before we move, I go that direction. We did confirm based on the writings that teleports us to the spirit temple, correct?
No, that the yiga come through that door to give them access to the spirit temple.
So it's a one way to here.
It's a one way to. So.
Okay.
This
I
is.
think I know. Sorry.
Okay. There is a mechanic at play here, and I don't want to say anything about it because I'm not sure it's completely grasped yet. But what were you going to say, Afian?
This is like a hub, right? You have to come in through it through a certain door, you go to the center, and it spits you out at the correct temple.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So the Yiga tunnel that you're in right now is not an actual tunnel that is beneath the water temple. It has transported you to what is essentially a hub, and whatever corner the Yiga come out of, they must leave that area and then ascend into the temple.
Which means there's going to be another one in here for the fire temple. Which is probably going to be the one above us.
And then that would mean there's one for the Shadow Temple, too. Or perhaps the bottom of well of Kakariko.
Possibly.
There was a doorway in the bottom of the well of Kakariko that they definitely came through. We could tell because they brought hellhounds with them through that door, and some of them died in the process. In the battle.
So, how do we use this knowledge?
So wait, these doors lead into or out of the temples? I'm still kind of confused.
Into.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Basically, you open the door on the other side and it brings you into here. How you come into here determines on which temple you go into.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's cool. So we know. Okay, so do the doors look magical? Do you have like any kind of magical vision?
The doors are not magical.
Okay.
Which now, since we've revealed this much, the doors are activated remotely.
All right. So okay. Huh. I would love to figure out what activates them, but I got nothing.
So are we just kind of roaming around down here for nothing then? Kind of stuck?
It's not nothing. We now
there's
know how to...
There's gotta be a way that the Yiga use, like, they come out here, where are they going from here? I mean, like, there's gotta be a way to activate doors out of here.
They go into here, into the temple.
Yeah, okay, well, let me see if I have a spell, because I'm really curious. Let's see. Yeah, I have enlarge reduce. I don't. Athene, can I ask how strong you are, like, physically?
I've got enlarge reduce. You want me to reduce somebody and throw them?
Well, what I was gonna ask was if you could, reduce me for a little bit, so that, Athene could carry me up to the door and I could check it for mechanisms with my sleight of hand.
Yeah, sure.
Alright,
make you even smaller, yeah.
Thanks. I'll be a tiny baby Decoon that fits in the palm of your hand. Just like when I was a sapling.
Oh. travel size for your convenience.
Absolutely.
All right.
You notice that as his voice gets tiny and squeakier. Thanks, Scully.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
So
And he uses a little no, what I can't darn, I don't have thaumaturgy. I was gonna say I use thaumaturgy to actually make it boom even louder, but I can't.
okay. So as Afine's going to be traveling back to the same area with a reduced deacon, I'm going to have Leto and Ruto take 3 sets of turns to explore. I think you're muted, Leto.
Probably not gonna need that long since I'm gonna look at Ruto and go, Ruto, I'm gonna do something cool because if you didn't know, your brother's kind of a genius and a druid, kind of handsome, but you don't need to worry about that. So I'm going to
You
conjure woodland
hitting on your
beings.
sister?
No, I'm just telling her how cool I am. Trying to up my,
Okay.
So I'm gonna conjure woodland beings.
Mhm.
And I made sure I looked it up. I'm going to conjure 8 1/4 creatures. And I'm going to create 8 blink dogs.
Okay.
And then send them basically 1 north, 1 northeast, 1 west, or 1 east. Basically all the cardinal directions.
All right.
And let them know if you find anybody, arc and try and bring them back here. I'm making sure they're all like have a red streak down their back, so that way, hopefully, points out it's like, oh, it's a Leto creation.
Okay, so you send them all in. How far does it say? How far they can teleport?
I was just gonna have them run. They can teleport if they're in danger.
Yeah, blink dogs can teleport up to 40 feet. And it recharges on a 4 or a 6. Aside from that, they have a run speed of 40 feet.
Okay, so
basically, even if they do teleport, it's not exactly faster. They're just using the same action to sprint. So
all right,
the teleport is more for if they need to get up or something.
all right. So let me get some measurements on this. Okay, so each one would need
They can use their action and their actual movement and move 80 feet a turn.
okay. So 40 feet for the teleport, 40 feet for the movement. Without revealing.
Well, did you hear what I said though? I'm sorry. So they teleport, but it consumes their action to move 40 feet, which they could also just dash and not have to bother with the teleport thing at all. It's like it's the same
just
no
move
matter
and
what.
dash. Just move.
Yeah. It's easier than fiddling with the teleport thing, in my opinion.
Okay.
If they get in danger, they can teleport.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So, given that I'm still giving you 3 rounds, it's and things are not a straight shot. I will say, just for the sake of brevity, that it will take the 3 turns in order to like navigate the.
No, that's perfectly fine. Leto
right.
realizes he has no idea where he's going, and he just landed and probably kicked up a lot of dirt on the ground, so that probably obscured, walking prints. So, smartest thing to do is stay in one place, send out things that can bring them back to me.
Gotcha. All right. I just want to see something. I'm checking the hit points on the blink dogs.
They're not that much.
Yeah.
It might be like 3 or 4 max.
No, they 22. Okay.
Nice.
All right, that's okay. That's all right. If it was single digits, it would have a very different outcome. And you're asking them to see if they can locate.
If they find anybody, try and bark at them and try and get them to follow them back to the center. So that way I'll know who's where and what's going on. And if nobody comes back, I know I'm in a lot of danger.
Okay, so seven of the blink dogs come back with you expected 7 to come back with no ability to find in the directions at which they came. Did you do anything to differentiate the markings as for like which direction you sent them, aside from just like giving them all a red stripe?
I was using a sundial type. If you're specifically, no. I'm just hoping they're coming back and I'll figure that out.
Okay,
so I didn't think that through.
So like 2 come back from the north, 2 come back from the east, 2 come back from the west, and 1 comes back from the south.
Okay.
So narrating on the other side, as Deacon and Afine are going to the etching once more, a blink dog appears in front of Gully and Amatu. So it just pops up, and it's like all kind of like chipper.
Dog. I point.
Well, aren't you a little out of place thing? Oh, come here, coochie coochie coo. We'll see if it's actually friendly or not.
It's super friendly, and it goes up to Amatu because Gully is in like plate armor, and it just kind of like starts like tugging on Amatu's leg.
Aww. Yeah, let me check Amatu's inventory. She would absolutely feed the dog.
Fey creature, so.
I know, that's why I put the Zoran cats in your original campaign.
Yeah, dude, that was literally like a 3-hour encounter because nobody wanted to upset the cat. Like, literally, we were trying to get like there's these very, very cute cats that he has that are like mermaid cats, basically. Like they were, kind of like a Vaporeon, but like more catty.
Yeah.
And yeah, so at one point, you wanted one for the ship, because you gotta have a cat. And he tried to like lure it with food. It became like this like 3 or 4 hour encounter of just like gently persuading the cat. And then at the end he drops on us. He could have just like picked up the cat. I never even thought of that for one single second. Too busy trying to like play with the cat, pet the cat, make friends with the cat, have a life debt to repay to the cat. Anyway.
And in the end, it just got you captured.
Yeah, it worked. It worked.
So, all right.
It's everything it was meant to do. Right. So yeah, the wrong character sheet, that's why I can't find food. Okay, so honestly, I would on some level imagine that like she goes to search for like rations, and it's like literally just like 8-year-old beef jerky that is somehow magically preserved. The Malta was the one with the bag of holding, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, literally just 8-year-old jerky that has been perfectly preserved. And she attempts to feed it to the dog. Kind of like chewing on a bone at this point, I guess. I don't know.
So like as Amatu holds out the jerky, the blink dog doesn't like try to eat the jerky, but more or less like tugs on the jerky, like
interesting.
And
Okay.
I guess like I would imagine like Amatu kind of like lets go of the jerky, be like, yeah, eat it, and the blink dog like just drops the jerky, and then picks it up again and kind of like lifts it up to be like, take the jerky, and then she takes the jerky and he starts pulling on the jerky, Like,
This is literally the opposite of how it usually works when you're trying to get a dog to fetch. The dog is training me. That's amazing.
the dog is trying to
Oh.
fetch you.
Yes, okay. Himatu is smart enough to probably chime in with, it looks like it wants us to follow it. I don't know where this dog would have come from though. I don't really trust dogs. She nods in Deacon's direction and mentions that whole hellhound thing again.
Well, Deacon at this point is like up with Afine, looking at the etchings.
Oh,
like
yeah.
is,
I mean, she could still nod in his direction though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Deacon, like that's the thing. Like, if Deacon knew that, he would just be like, "Dog." And that's about it, you know. Like, I was thinking, just like phenomenal cosmic power, itty bitty brain.
Fair. What about Gully? How is Gully taking this interaction?
I mean, he would most likely be able to interpret that the dog is trying to make them follow it, but he won't leave without Afine and Deacon. Excuse me. Hey, Deacon, Afine, we got a dog over here trying to get us to follow it somewhere. Hopefully you guys can hear me.
Is it a cute dog?
So.
Unacceptable. Thank you.
We should be there in a few minutes when Deacon's done.
Right. Yes. So basically, I was hoping to use like a combination of an investigation and sleight of hand to try and like very thoroughly check it for like traps, mechanisms, like any wires, any pulleys, any latches, like anything that indicates that this non-magical door like has a mechanism that can be like, you know, clicked into place from like, you know, because like even if it's, you know, a remote thing, there's got to be like some kind of like pulley system in the walls or something of the sort for it to happen, you know, like system of pressure plates maybe. Like this is the type of thing that Deacon would be looking for as like a rogue like character.
All
like he's
accurate
doing the
things.
check for trap section.
Being as specific as you are, I will even give you advantage on the investigation.
Okay, thank you. Here, give me 1 second.
Mhm.
And let me see if I can pull this up. Okay. Checking my spells. Just in case, you know. Alright, so alright, yeah, I don't have anything to help with this, so thank you for the advantage, my friend. Alright. So investigation?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna cookie this if that's okay with you guys. I really don't want to just waste it everything. So I'm gonna slip you some coins. I'm gonna do that afterwards. So I'm gonna buy these directly.
Okay,
I
so these are personal, not communal.
These are personal because this is too stupid for me to want to like spend other people's money on this. You know what I mean?
Fair. All right.
Oh wait, I did that wrong. Hang on. I did it wrong. Sorry. Hang on.
Okay. We will disregard that roll entirely.
Thank you. Okay, so 26.
26. All right. You really kind of like take a moment to really give it a thorough once over. You find no pressure plates, you find no pulley systems, you find absolutely nothing. It is a solid stone with etchings on it. You know
Alright.
what? Give me an Arcana.
Okay. That works. 1 sec. Alright. Waiting for the page to load.
Okay.
18.
Okay. 18 is good. 18 will let you know that the etching themselves almost operate as like a conduit.
Ooh, okay.
They are what the activation is.
Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, so the runes act as the conduit that opens the door.
Yeah.
In some manner. Okay. So just this one last thing, just to see if there like doesn't have to be like a magical thing, but I just want to see if there are any spells affecting the doorway or something. I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
All right. There are currently no spells affecting the doorway.
Ah, understandable. It's only magic when it opens, if it is magic at all. Like, so the runes need to light up to fill it with magic to like get it to open the door.
Yes.
That is the okay.
The 18 will award you that.
Thanks, appreciate it. Okay. So yeah, I'd like to just relay my findings to Athene. And yeah. Is there anything else that we might want to check while we're up here?
I don't believe so. I have true sight, so
Okay.
should pick up most things.
That's true. If there are any hidden, like, magical high hiding places, you'd be able to see them. So, okay, cool. All right. I didn't think about something. Sorry, it's definitely been longer than a minute. Gully, you think I could get another enlarge reduce? I let too much time pass. I'm really sorry. Oh wait, it only has a range of 30 feet. Hang on. Oh wait, I slept. I have pedal glide. Never mind. Okay. Oh, hey, 1 second. Sorry. Okay, sorry. But actually, I mean, you know, disrespect for this, Sophine. Can you carry me physically? Like, what's your strength?
8.
Ah, oh, excuse me.
Even still, you are still pretty light, though, right?
He's pretty tiny.
Yes, just a little scrub.
This is true. You can just literally like 3'3" tall. So, and I'll like, you'd pick him up by the leaves, and he'll probably be fine. But I'm gonna give you enhance ability strength, for an hour. So what that does is, your carrying capacity is normally 15 times your strength score. So that would be like 120. But enhance ability strength, actually let you double your carrying capacity because it acts as if you were one size larger. And you will have advantage on all strength checks for the next hour. So yeah, you with 240 pounds, you should be able to carry me pretty easily. So I feel like I weigh like 30 or 50 or something. I don't know. I'm bad at that, but
That works. Yeah, so with that, yeah.
oh man, actually that sounds really cool. Or I imagine as you like swim through the air, Deacon's just like riding on your back. But it's like the most beautiful gondola you've ever seen.
All right. So the time returning to Gully and Amatu, I would say takes another let's say 2 turns. So is with those so by the time like the 7 of the 8 blink dogs come back, we're going to lapse 2 turns. Does Lita want to do anything on those 2 turns given the information that he's gathered from the blink dog so far?
Well, he really hasn't gained anything except for probably not north, probably not east, maybe south.
It's not a lot of information to go on, but is it enough for
No.
Lito to do something? Okay. So
No,
still like
there's
staying at
not
the
enough for him
entrance.
to do.
Gotcha.
So I'm sitting there on the floor with my sister, and I'm having the blink dogs play with her because it's been a while and she probably needs something fun to do.
Okay. I would say that is definitely something to enhance her mood.
I am also going to do something that I leveled up. I learned I am going to start ritually casting Mind Familiar.
All right.
So there's 11 minutes that can take up some time.
Yeah. All right. Fair. Okay. All right. So the rest of the party comes back. They find this little blink dog trying to get Gully and Amatu's attention. And what would you guys like to do?
I'd like to look between Gully and Fiend and Amatu. Oh.
Should we continue on then?
So when Deacon and Afine come back, Gully, how do you describe how you came across this blink dog in a place that has yet to show any signs of life whatsoever?
Yeah, it's the darndest thing. This little fucker came up to us. It's actually like it wants us to follow it somewhere. It seems like it wants us to follow it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like came out of nowhere. We haven't come across anything else while we've been down here, so I don't know.
And it's red.
But it looks pretty happy though. Friendly.
That's true. I check it for smelling like bananas.
At your passive perception, it does not smell like bananas.
Okay, excellent.
All right. So now with more people present, it is kind of like going around, like it's tugging at Deacon, it's tugging at Afine, like it is getting more animated in its actions.
Oh, he's trying his best. Look at him go. Wow. I will follow this dog to the ends of the earth.
All right, let me see if I have an icon for a blink dog.
Oh, here, I can send you one.
So put one in
Oh.
Heroes Tavern.
Yeah, but then I gotta upload. Blink.
Fair.
Blink dog. I don't have premium. You know what? dog. It doesn't need to be a
There
blink
is
dog.
one in your library.
In my library?
In the library where basically you can put in spell types and whatnot. The D&D 5th edition, and then it looks like the books at the top right. Click on the books and then type in blink dog. It has a picture.
But can I? Oh wait,
You should be able
maybe.
to just drag it over if it's you.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta switch over to my my GM screen.
I love that Blink Dog is its own language.
Is it?
Yeah, because they speak the language Blink Dog, and they understand Sylvan but can't speak it. Technically, Gully can communicate with these things because they speak a language.
Let me see.
Well, yeah, if they have a language, then yeah, I can actually communicate with them.
They have 10 intelligence, so like, yeah, it's smarter than me. It can probably even read.
Let's see, Blink Dog.
Also, Puck, it's an hour and 11 minutes for me to summon Familiar. So it might be a while.
It might be well. Oh wait.
We have to stop
Understood.
when we find them. That's fine.
Oh, it understands Sylvan but can't speak it. So, okay. Uh,
But it also like actively speaks the language of Blink Dog, like on the according to the one
Blink
from
Dog. Yeah, Blink Dog. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah. So, what the heck is this? What do you want, dog? What are you trying to tell me?
Just follow.
Follow you where? Why?
This way.
Aw.
Follow you that way? Why? Why do you want me to follow you that way? Did someone tell you to make us follow you or something?
Timmy's done the well.
Help, I've
Technically,
fallen
it's
and I
not
can't get
wrong.
up. That's true.
Alright, hold on. Just get it. I'm gonna put a dog in there, because that's not working.
The way that
Oh.
you keep saying dog just reminds me of that story Matu used to tell constantly.
What story?
So like at least once every like 2 sessions, she would tell us about how there was that meme that got around. It was like butted dog with the butt on him. So it became this thing where people would put butter on top of their pets. What they didn't do is like clean up all the butter off of their pets. So whenever they like would put it on a lizard or something and then put them under a heat lamp, they'd end up with a deliciously crispy roast lizard.
I remember that fad.
Yeah. And we would just hear about that every other session for like 6 months.
Alright, here we go. Okay. I got the blink dog set up. Alright. So it's like, it goes, follow this way. Let me see.
All right. It wants us to follow it. Keep saying follow. This way.
I like that he just sounds like Deacon's old voice.
All right. So let's be on our guard. Of course. You guys want to follow it?
Might as
All
well.
right. We'll follow it then.
Alright. So everyone feel free to take your movement.
You don't see the dog anywhere.
Which way?
I mean, you saw it round the corner.
Okay.
So north or east?
You saw it go east around the corner.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, please. Well, I'm on top of Gully anyway, so actually, yeah.
Sure, on top
Yeah.
of
What
Phoenix.
the heck?
Oh no, yeah,
Also
that's
snow.
true.
What is
Oh,
this?
yeah. Athena, are you still okay with carrying me?
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, what is this?
Ooh, I don't know.
The blink dog?
That's the blink dog? Okay.
Yeah, it's the blink dog.
Oh.
It looks like a big, huge poo.
Would you like me to make the blink dog bigger? So you could
Yes,
so you could see what it looks like.
that would be nice.
Well, it's dark. I just realized I would just go into the shadow. But it looks like one of those like little like Shiba Inu type dogs.
Excellent. Good choice. Good choice.
Okay. Is Amatu following?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It was just kind of hard for me to keep that up.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure. Alright. I go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that is its movement. Wait, am I? I just. So, I'm like, are we even still on screen? Let me see. I'm controlling it like on my other screen. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Yeah. All right, and then you start to see the blink dog come running through the southern end, Lito. That's
Wondering
when
where you went.
that's when the party starts to realize that this blink dog is leading you back to the beginning.
Ah.
Shortcut.
Nice. Up there.
Oh, hey, Lito.
Hello.
And
Be nice.
hmm,
It's my sister. And she's not possessed anymore.
right.
Go ahead, ask her questions. She's a little confused because a lot of time has passed, but
Hey there, you still want to kill us?
Of course not.
Oh, good. Nice to meet you.
Should
I'm Gully.
Should I want to kill you, Gully?
no.
No, but you were responsible for all these, Athena says, pointing to the many deep scratch marks across her chest.
You can fix those if you want.
Not the point.
Exactly.
And she looks at the gashes on her feet, and you can tell like she has very little to no recollection of it, but she understands like what is being inferred, and she says, I did that to you.
Sorry, once bitten,
Not
twice shy.
you. An evil version of you.
Says, I'm
She's still up there.
terribly sorry. I have. I'm still kind of piecing things together, and it may take some time, but I feel as if I'm coming out of a dream. I have very foggy recollection of a lot of things, and quite honestly, not, you know, in the short amount of time, I have a certain familiarity. I feel like we have met before, but I don't remember hurting you or any of you in any capacity.
What is the last thing you remember clearly? If you don't mind me asking.
What do I remember clearly? I remember a voice. I remember feeling like I was being watched or stalked, and I get these fleeting visions of feeling this just uncontrollable rage and lashing out, but to whom and why is not all that clear to me. So I've never.
Again, the evil part of her is still up there. I'm pointing to where we fell.
Yeah, that's gonna lead to good things.
Well, I got my sister back. So you can't say that's not a good thing.
Congratulations, you're in the same boat with me with a sibling who has no memory of you.
No good memories of me yet.
And she still like has a bit of like a timid persona going along with her confusion, and she looks at Leto and says, I've never really known there to be any siblings in my family, our family, but maybe we should find our way out of here, and perhaps we can ask Father about this, and maybe he can shed some light on the situation.
That would be great,
And
except
with
he's
that,
not with us anymore.
we will. That is where we'll end the session for tonight. With the hopes of Princess Ruto returning to some degree of normalcy in her life, seeking familiarity, and maybe being able to shed some light on what has happened. But there's still a good part of this underground passageway that leaves unexplored. And well, I don't want to spoil anything, so since there are so many undefined answers at this moment. I think that this will be a very big point of discussion during our broadcast next week. So, our next campaign session, we will pick up with Princess Ruto wanting to have her father clarify some things. We will pick up with perhaps adventuring further into this area and maybe unpacking a little bit more of what our heroes have found themselves in and how to get out of it. Is the corruption still in the temple? We will find out all that and more in 2 weeks, and we will speculate all that and more next week. So, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. It has been a blast. I have had fun exploring these depths, as I hope you have too. And again, always cannot say it enough. Thank you again, everybody, and we will see you next time. Until then, I'll try to get this posted as quickly as possible, get it onto the YouTube channel, make an awesome thumbnail of it, and we'll go from there. So until then, bye.
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 Have a good one, people.